It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Okay, I'm talking to an MSP the other day, and this is a great MSP out there in the world doing things the right way. Man, these people have a 60% gross on their services. They don't do anything for less than 60% gross on their services. Well, they have a customer, and this customer has 15 knowledge workers. They're charging the customer $3,700 a month, or $246 per seat. And guess what? Everything's kind of going along pretty good, and all of a sudden the copier company in this town decides to go in there and try to get some IT business from the MSP. And they tell the customer, hey, how much you paying for all this stuff? And the customer says, we're paying $3,700 a month. Of course, the copier company, they're used to just, we got to get the deal today. They don't really do any kind of an analysis or anything. They just tell the customer, oh, hell, we'll do it for $2,700. Not sure where they came up with that number. Either is the MSP. But anyway, the customer calls up my good friend, the MSP, and says, hey, we have a competitor in here, and they want to get our business, and we love you guys, but they're going to save us $1,000 a month. And of course, my good friend says, well, just be careful. Be careful what you're getting into. If you want us to preview the contracts or anything, we'd be more than happy to do that. But if you want to leave, that's up to you. Because see, my friend, the MSP, they're not going to lower their price. They're not going to get into a vendor auction. How much are they charging you? Oh, well, we'll do it. We'll do it for $2,600. You see, they don't do that shit. They provide a service to an end user based on a 60 gross for services. They have discipline, and they're willing to walk away from deals that don't make any damn sense for them. Because if they don't make any profit, well, then they can't deliver exceptional services to all their other customers. You see how that works? Well, in the copier industry, we don't really care about any of those rules. We just want to sell everybody something. It doesn't matter the persona of the customer. It doesn't matter anything. We just want to get the deal. By God, we're going to get that deal. That's how we lived and grew up for 50 years. And now we're trying to sell IT with that same stupid mentality. So my good friend, who's the MSP, tells the customer, well, if you want to move, that's fine. Your contract has a 60% buyout option, meaning the remaining value of the contract, you have to pay 60% of that, and then you can leave us. No problem. So the customer goes back to the copier dealer and says, oh, you don't have a buyout. Of course, the copier company, they're so used to buyouts. They don't care about buyouts. How much is the buyout? And the customer says it's $21,000. And the copier company, that's now the IT services company, they just say, no problem, no problem. We'll write you a check for $21,000 and we're still going to do the services for $2,700 a month. We'll still save you $1,000. And then the customer tells the copier dealer, that's now the IT services dealer, oh, by the way, I need 9 new computers, maybe 10 new computers. The computers are like $1,000 a piece, so that's 10 grand. What does the copier dealer do? Don't worry about that. We'll throw those in. We'll go ahead and get you 10 computers. We'll go ahead and throw those in. So now this dealer, this copier dealer, that's now the IT services company, is gonna give away $31,000 basically, right? They got to pay the $21,000 plus the 10 for the computer. So they're gonna spend $31,000 to bill the customer $2,700 a month on a 36-month deal. And oh, by the way, folks, keep in mind, they still got to provide all the services that the real MSP that was charging $3,700 has to do. In other words, they got email costs, they got backup costs, they got firewall costs, they got infrastructure costs. Oh, it even gets better. The customer wants to move from Intermedia, that's the email provider that they're using right now, and they want to go to 365. What does the copier dealer, that's now the IT service dealer, say? Oh, we'll just throw that in, we'll do that for you. We'll migrate your users from Intermedia to 365. And we'll do that for nothing. They probably got some techs laying around. Obviously with COVID, people aren't fixing copy machines, so they figured, hell, these techs can migrate that. They'll be able to do that with no problem. You see how stupid this is getting? Ladies and gentlemen in the copier industry, if you're going to get into IT services, you're going to do shit like this, first of all, you look stupid. Second of all, you're going to go bankrupt doing it. But here's what I told my friend, that's the MSP. Go back to that customer and say, well, are you going to sign a lease for 36 months and your payment's going to be $2,700 a month? It's going to include everything? Because, see, that's what I think this copier dealer is going to do, because that's what they would do in the copier industry, right? They're going to go in there and they're going to finance that whole $2,700 on a 3-year dollar buyout lease. What's the rate? 0.0309. They're going to fund about $65,000, maybe a little bit more. They're going to take away the $31,000 that they got to actually spend, $21,000 to my friend the MSP and the $10,000 for the computers. They're going to be left with $34,000. And they're going to say, whoo, we got $34,000. Folks, if you divide that $34,000 by 36 months, it's $958, even if they put it in a separate account. And every month they wrote themselves a check. It would be $958 to do what my friend was doing for $3,700 per month. Do you see how pure insane this is? I'm not sure that's what they're going to do, front load the whole thing. But this whole deal is so stupid it wouldn't be surprising if they did do that. This deal is so stupid I feel sorry for the customer. My friend, the really mature MSP that has a buyout clause of 60% of the remaining months, smart on him. And most really good IT service providers have those clauses in there. He'll actually make more money by this lunatic Copier company going in there and buying out that deal than the Copier company will make the whole time they serve this customer for the next 3 years. This is how stupid some of the folks in the Document Imaging channel are going into IT services, and they got to stop doing this. Who in the hell are you listening to? Who's giving you advice? One of the reasons that the Document Imaging channel has failed at delivering IT services for the last decade, it's been over a decade, folks, I've talked about this numerous times, is because we're listening to people that don't hold us accountable. We're listening to people that just tell us what we want to hear and make us feel good. We're not listening to people that can hold us accountable and give us the disciplines needed to go deliver to the market profitably. Selling IT services is not about toner and start and turn off and duplexers. If you screw up a customer with print, you know what? The customer's world's not going to end. They might hate you, but their world's not going to end. You screw shit up with IT, you might end that customer's world. And that's not what you want to do, is it? I don't want to see any more deals like this. I hope I don't. But ladies and gentlemen in the Document Imaging channel, if you're going to be an IT services company, it's about time you were an IT services company and quit all the shenanigans and nonsense. Because if you continue down this road, you're just going to destroy your own reputation. You're going to look like a total fool in the marketplace. And more importantly, you're going to have some really, really mad customers. And that's something nobody wants, right? Something to think about over the weekend, my friends, and remember this. Status quo is the killer of all that will be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see y'all on Monday.